everyone, it's Michelle and I'm back here again with another video. Today's video is going to be kind of a serious one. I want to do an update on having my gallbladder removed and the things they don't tell you about having your gallbladder removed. I hope anybody who is planning on getting their gallbladder removed sees this video, and people who might have already had their gallbladder out and are having any type of symptoms. I want to tell you the symptoms I'm experiencing. I am 2 years post-op, and this is what I have been experiencing, and this is what has come from having my gallbladder removed. So if you're interested in finding out what they don't tell you about having your gallbladder removed, please keep watching. I'm going to give you a little backstory on why I had my gallbladder removed 2 years ago. In short summary, I was on a diet, I was eating super clean, and one night I decided to treat myself and ordered some pizza for my kids and I. I had literally 2 bites of a slice of pizza and I felt like I was having a heart attack. The pain in my chest and up under my breasts was so incredible. I started vomiting, I was sweating profusely, my clothes were soaked. I was really scared. My daughter actually called an ambulance for me. We were calling around family. Nobody could drive me to the hospital, and so we ended up having to call an ambulance. They came and they thought it was gas, so I didn't go to the hospital. The next day I had an appointment with my pain clinic for my back problems, and I told him what had happened, and he said, "You had a gallbladder attack and you need to go to the hospital." So I went. They did all the tests and determined that I had sludge and debris in my gallbladder, that it indeed was a gallbladder attack, and that I had to just keep a watch on it. So I was really nervous. They said that most times when you have these issues, you end up having to have your gallbladder removed. I really did not want to have surgery. So after having that gallbladder attack, I was always having sharp pains in my chest. I was eating so healthy. I was not eating anything with fats. I was not eating anything greasy. I was not eating so many things that the doctor said to stay away from, and still I was always having this pain in my chest. It was unbearable. When I went back to the doctors for my follow-up appointment, he checked me out and said there were stones and I was scheduled for surgery. So I was super scared and wanted to back out, and sometimes I still wish I did not do that surgery. That surgery was so painful. Some people say they're up and walking around within the next couple days. It took me like a month to fully recover. I couldn't get out of the bed by myself. The biggest incision is right here in the center, and then there's 2 on the side. I still, 2 years later, am having issues with this scar. It's not infected or anything like that, but I just still feel pain there. So after my gallbladder was removed, I went through a lot of pain, a lot of recovering, and now, still 2 years later, here's where we're at. I barely eat any greasy, fatty foods. I eat really clean, lots of fruits and vegetables, lean meats, things of that nature. And if I do eat anything out of the ordinary, or even if I'm just eating my regular stuff, not to be disgusting, but every so often I will have a serious bout of diarrhea for like half the day. I did have IBS before I had my gallbladder out, so that could be contributing to that. But they do say after your gallbladder is removed to watch for eating fatty foods. Now, my mother also had her gallbladder taken out many years ago, many years before mine was, and she has issues too. She has to go diarrhea a lot after she eats, and she has major acid reflux, heartburn, so she has to take a pill that lasts all day long, prescribed from the doctor every single day because of having her gallbladder removed. Apparently, that was why she had hers out in the first place, because she had such bad acid reflux and heartburn, but it did not take it away. Me, on the other hand, I never had acid reflux or heartburn issues. The only time I've ever had that problem is when I've been pregnant. So since I've had my gallbladder out, I have the worst acid reflux that you could imagine. I don't know if you've done your research on what your gallbladder does for your body. Basically, it filters the bile, the fats that you eat through your system before it goes into your intestines. When that's removed, the bile is not being filtered, so it basically has nowhere to go. I am finding that it seems like the bile is coming back up into my throat all of the time. I will say eat a meal, and it's something healthy, could be anything. I'll eat a bowl of cereal, and not long after, if I have to bend down for something, the liquid will come up into my throat. I find I burp a lot, which I never burped before. I always feel like I have these bubbly, gassy feeling, and it just really sucks. You eat, I'm burping up hot liquid, I'm burping up the taste of whatever I ate, mixed with this like really sour, burning liquid that comes up into my throat. I feel like I'm gonna have to be next going to the doctor and getting that prescribed pill that my mom takes and take that every day of my life now because I had my gallbladder out. Not to mention that pain that I had up in the chest from the gallstones, I still get that. I get the sharp pain right up under my chest, right up under my breast, into the center of my back quite often, and it is horrible. It feels like you're going to have a gallbladder attack all over again, and I don't have my gallbladder, so in a lot of ways I really regret having it. So really do your research and see if it's really necessary, and maybe try different methods before having your gallbladder removed, because I really truly believe we need that. It's there for a reason, and it has caused complications since I had it out that now there's nothing basically I can do about that. The other thing that really sucks is from them cutting the muscle right in the center of your chest there. It is 2 years later, and when I work out, I have such an issue with doing any type of crunches that are the crunches forward. Planks are horrible for me because it puts so much strain on that scar right there. I was doing a plank and a bunch of crunches the other day, and it took me 3 days to a week to recover from that because the pain that I got in the center of my chest, right where the scar is, was horrible. I was having trouble laughing, coughing, having trouble sitting up on my own off the bed, having trouble lying down. Anything that used that muscle right there was painful. It felt like I had just had my gallbladder out all over again. That's exactly how it felt when I had my gallbladder out, that I couldn't get up off the bed, I couldn't cough, I couldn't laugh. Anything that gave you that jolting feeling, that having to put pressure or use that muscle to sit up or to lie back, was unbearable. And I had that happen again just from exercising. I don't know how long it's going to take for it to be healed enough for me to be able to do a workout like I would do before without feeling pain. I actually feel like a pulling feeling, a pressure feeling when I'm doing certain workouts. Like I can feel it right in that spot where the scar is. So I know it's definitely not just regular pain from crunches. I know the difference. So that's what I've experienced so far from having my gallbladder out. I'm going to be going to the doctors and seeing what they could do for me because I just really can't continue living with this. I hope that I don't have any stones collecting in my bile duct. That is possible to still get stones even when your gallbladder is removed. The bile can still build up into a ball and get stuck in your bile duct. So I really don't want that to happen. I don't know if that's what's causing the sharp pain in the center right into the back, but it can be really unbearable. Any pain around this area is hard when you're breathing. It's just very uncomfortable. You can't think of anything else because that region is just like around where your heart is, you know? And it's kind of scary. That's really my update on having my gallbladder out and what they don't tell you is going to happen. So if you are prepared to have issues with what you eat, to have issues with acid reflux, bile coming back up into your throat, I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but my mom and I both have that same issue happening. And like I said, I never had that issue before I had my gallbladder out. I never had issues with liquid coming up in my throat when I bent over after eating a bowl of cereal. Like, it's disgusting. Like, you're like vomiting in your mouth, but it's just liquid, yellow, hot liquid that burns your throat coming up. Like, who wants to deal with that? So I may report back and do another video if I see the doctor and they determine anything else is wrong with me or what is really causing this. I'm just going by my own research and what I have noticed since I had my gallbladder out. It is common to have issues digesting fatty foods, to have a lot of acid reflux and stuff because of the bile not being filtered through your gallbladder anymore. Those are all common things. I feel like after 2 years, I shouldn't be still having pain in the scar when I try to exercise, but maybe because I have only on and off exercise over the past 2 years, especially concerning my stomach area, that it just hasn't really been worked out and stretched too much. I don't know. I'm no doctor, but I'm just telling you what I'm experiencing. If you've had your gallbladder out, please do tell me how long it's been for you, how you feel, if you have any symptoms, any side effects from having your gallbladder out, if you're about to have your gallbladder out and you have any questions or just want to talk, comment down below. I love interacting with people. I love helping people, and I'd love to hear your story. So thanks so much for watching. If you do enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up to let me know that you enjoy these informative videos. Subscribe for more videos of me, and until the next time,